Hi, my name is Peter Berninger, and your name is?
Robert Lighton.
Robert, how are you today?
I'm good.
Robert, what do you have here at the show, and what is your company all about?
Okay, I'm Robert Lighton Audio, and I make design speakers, and I carry audio note, electronics and speakers in my showroom in New York City. And today we have the RL8, which is our 8-inch monitor. This speaker is made of solid mahogany. There's no bracing, no damping. And their drivers are custom made for me in Japan, both the woofer and the tweeter. They're made of using Alnico magnets, which are give a much denser sound. They're quite expensive and hard to work with. And the cone on the woofer is a handmade paper cone made by one individual in Japan who knows how to do this process. And the surround on the woofer is pleated, and it's fabric. There's no rubber used, so it doesn't have a large X-Max. And the speaker has a large port turned to solid wood in the back. And the stand also we make. I'm originally still in the furniture business, so that's kind of a little bit of the inspiration. So it's something very wife-friendly. And the speaker is $9,800 and $2,000 for the stands per pair.
Well, it's real pretty looking. It's got a real purposeful look about it.
Yeah, it's made of West Indian mahogany, which is basically extinct wood, and these are from trees that the British planted in India in the 19th century.
Oh, be darned.
And they're naturally taken and sold at government auction in India, and from naturally harvested trees.
Gosh, how about that?
Yeah.
And how about the rest of the system here?
Okay, so then we would go on. The next thing would be the amplifiers, which are audio note. These are called the audio note Kegon, which are full silver amplifiers. The transformer is made of permalloy, and the windings, which is the primary and the secondary windings, are made of silver wire. This has silver capacitors in it in the output stage, and it's something really special sound to hear.
Now, is that an outboard crossover for the speaker?
And that's outboard. It'll be inboard. That's for the pre-production sample, so we're doing outboard
Okay.
crossover, making little adjustments here and there. And then we go on to my vintage Thorens turntable. I didn't want to bring a bigger one. Well, this is a completely remade Thorens TD124. I made the baseboard for the tone arm and the base for it, which is made out of the same mahogany as the speakers. And it's a great sounding turntable. We have a new audio note arm with silver cable at the side, and we have an audio note IO gold cartridge, which uses an Alnico magnet again, and it is with silver wire, and that's their second from the top of the line.
That is a drop dead gorgeous. It's a beautiful table.
Is that table great?
It's just great.
It's really. I liked it. I had it made. Redone. I thought I'd keep it for a week because it looked cool, but it sounded amazing. I was shocked, really shocked. So it's easy to transport. The next we have is the preamplifier, which is the Audio Note M8. This has a phono section in it, and again, it's using output transformers, and it has silver permalloy output transformers, and it's silver wired. So it's transformer coupled. It has about 10 silver caps in the phono section. And it's also quite something. And then the next thing you have in there is our CD 4.1X. Is an integrated CD player with a that's probably around $12,000. That's been reviewed in the last few years by Stereophone. That's it. And we have various assorted silver cables, all by Audio Note, on here. And you know, the whole system benefits from the use of silver cables, silver power cables, silver wire everywhere, and we're using inside the speakers we're using Dueland Audio. We're using some resistors from Dueland Audio, which is a Danish company, and we're using Dueland silver wire in the speakers.
Well, the sound has been just beautiful as we were setting this up. And now we're going to sit down and do some real listening.
Okay, great. Thanks, Peter.
Because I've been all these places and I know Chicago's all right. It's got Wrigley Field and Soldiers Field and Marshall's Field, and it's on a nice lake. But it hasn't got the Hamptons in the park. It hasn't got the subway after dark. That's why New York's my home. Never let me leave it. New York's my home, sweet home. Hollywood's got movie stars and shiny cars and cocktail bars and a wonderful climate, they say. But it hasn't got a handy subway train. You seldom find a taxi when it rains. That's why New York's my home. Keep your California, New York's my home, sweet home. Lots of people like St. Louis. It's got lots of shoes and the St. Louis blues, and one of our large rivers run by. But it hasn't got the opera and the Met. It hasn't got a famous string quartet. That's why New York's my home. Not a place to visit, New York's my home, sweet home. So save your time and trouble. I said save your railroad fare. I said save your time and trouble, baby. Save your railroad fare. 'Cause when you leave New York City, you ain't going nowhere. Ooh.
Oh my, it's just wonderful, it's spectacular.
Robert Lighton Audio.
Sound to die for. Beautiful, beautiful.